Do you think I believe a single goddamn word of that ridiculous book? It's all lies and superstition, just like every other religious tract written over the past 10,000 years.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at 10 instances where Assassin's Creed made fun of historical figures. Spoilers ahead for some of our entries, so consider yourselves warned.
Now let's hope your idea works, because we're nearly out of time.
Listen close, Ezio. You're going to want to fly from fire to fire. The heat of each one you pass over should lift you back up in the air again.
Vane. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Manuel Palaiologos, Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Are your men prepared to travel?
Not a problem.
Polikara, I will have a map drawn up for you within the week.
Assassin's Creed Revelations is an often overlooked game these days when it comes to the Ezio trilogy, but it's capturing a super interesting part of history, that of the Ottoman Empire. In the game, we get to see a vastly downplayed Manuel Palaiologos, who in real life actually worked for Galazio Maria Sforza, the 5th Duke of Milan, who was the father of Caterina Sforza.
What the hell is that spell? Apologies, Manuel.
Not only is the history inconsistent with the game, he should be on our side rather than the Templars. Instead of a tragic historical figure, he's reduced to little more than a bumbling fool of questionable intelligence, while in reality, he was quite pragmatic.
Your dream dies with you, Manuel. Your empire is gone.
But I am not the only one with this vision, assassin.
Ptolemy XIII, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Pompey was your enemy, Caesar.
He was my friend first.
King Ptolemy XIII was in real life a very young ruler, and came into power at the age of 13. He's portrayed in historical accounts as being heavily influenced by his advisor Pausanias, and he's not exactly known for having been a good strategist or politician.
If you ally with my sister, I will kill every last Roman in Alexandria.
Even still, Assassin's Creed took this idea and ran with it in a way that portrayed him as a somehow even more incompetent puppet ruler than in real life, controlled by the Order. They take it a step further and turn him into this cartoonishly evil caricature of his real-life counterpart. He doesn't really seem as powerful as he actually was, instead solely relying on the spoiled child part. Ivarr the Boneless, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Who are they? All spies. Dressed to look the part of a peasant. Got feisty.
Heading to the Viking Age with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we got Ivarr the Boneless. While he's faithfully depicted as a competent warrior, the game also makes him seem wildly impulsive, comically bloodthirsty, and prone to uncontrolled rage. While strength and battle prowess were highly valued in Viking society, Ivarr was cunning and quite strategic.
The bleeding pus pit claims only a dragon can defeat him. We will soon put that to the test.
It is peace we want, Ivarr, not revenge.
Instead, he's portrayed a bit closer to that of a thoughtless brute in the game, acting out nonsensical brutality with comic glee and really feeling more like a joke rather than a nuanced leader. According to the sagas, Ivarr was wise, cunning, and a master tactician.
We are not finished, Eivor. This saga we have written together, it needs an ending. Here and now.
Maximilien de Robespierre, Assassin's Creed Unity.
Thank you, Sergeant. Your loyalty does you credit.
Best get inside, sir. The convention soldiers will be here soon.
Yes, of course. I place myself in your capable hands.
Maximilien Robespierre is one of the biggest players of the French Revolution and its reign of terror. With that, you'd expect him to be a bit more intimidating, which he sort of is in a way. Unity, however, exclusively portrays him as paranoid and completely detached from reality. For the sake of gameplay, the game itself features exaggerated events of the Revolution with a generous dose of fiction sprinkled into it.
Where is Germain?
I will never talk.
Then right.
Unity suggests that the French Revolution is no more than its reign of terror, which is a disservice to the real-life event which unfolded over a decade. As for Robespierre, what could have been a really interesting and complex character is reduced to a mere one-note flat villain character in the game.
I hope you endure revolutionary justice, monsieur.
Charles Vane, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Captain Thatch, as I live and breathe. What is this magnificent muzzle you've cultivated?
Next up, we've got the infamous pirate Charles Vane in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. The real-life Charles Vane was indeed notorious for his volatile nature, but true to Assassin's Creed form, it's greatly exaggerated. He's shown to be really hot-headed, careless, even mistrustful at times.
I'll take these oysters you've ordered. You mad sap. This island's crawling with food if only you'd care to look for it.
Yeah, I am looking, Louch. Found some just here.
Of course, if you've played the game, you'll remember the way he went out by descending into total paranoia and madness while stranded on an island. It's played up to a dramatic and even comical effect, basically turning him into a wild, raving mad caricature of a pirate.
Or maybe you just don't have the stones to live with no regrets.
The Borgias, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
I know you're there, Ezio! The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. And this!
Now for a bit of a different entry, we actually have the entirety of the Borgia family as they were portrayed in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. The ones we see, Rodrigo, Cesare, Lucrezia, they absolutely revel in their villainy in the game. It's pretty hilarious when compared to real life. Rodrigo is a scheming, power-hungry, and villainous pope. Cesare is extremely violent, incestuous, and utterly ruthless as a warlord.
I want to take. I take. If I want you to die, you die!
Lucrezia is wicked and manipulative. If you don't know, that's pretty much taking all the unconfirmed rumors about them, making up their characters of mostly that, and then turning them up to 11. With that said, some of it is true, but a lot of these rumors were part of deliberate smear campaigns by their many political enemies.
You never loved me?
Where is the apple? Tell me! Tell me!
Benjamin Franklin, Assassin's Creed 3.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file.
Now heading to colonial America, let's talk about Benjamin Franklin in Assassin's Creed 3. Franklin was a genius, an inventor, and a statesman, and AC3 acknowledges that. However, the game also makes him out to be a bit of a horny, maybe even slightly lecherous old man. He's got the funniest conversation with Haytham where he's basically giving him sex advice.
It's a treatise, actually.
Oh? Concerning what?
The benefits of taking an older woman as a lover.
This sort of happened in real life, but they make it out to be a main characteristic of his. It's clear they chose to include him mostly for comic relief. It's a charming and pretty funny take on a founding father, giving more attention to portraying him as a charming rogue rather than an intellectual.
I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done.
Charles Darwin, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
You should not go about frightening respectable gentlemen, young man.
I didn't realize snooping around was considered gentlemanly.
If you've played Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you might have seen this one coming. It's Charles Darwin. The man behind the evolutionary theory is portrayed in the game as a well-meaning but rather clumsy and naive person. He keeps getting into all sorts of problems that we need to bail him out of. He seems more flustered here, easily started, and to be honest, a pretty far cry from the formidable intellectual we know him to be.
Don't be so hasty, Mr. Fry. Many people work at Lambeth. You wouldn't want to attract unwanted attention.
What's the fun in that?
Not every problem can be solved by blowing things sky high. Sometimes a little discretion is in order.
The game takes a gentle, humorous jab at the enormous historical giant. Oh, and thanks to AC's lore, his theory of evolution, at least concerning humans in-game, is just wrong. They really wrote themselves into a corner with that one.
Thank you for everything, my friends. Ideas, like people, can only thrive when they're free.
Karl Marx, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Listen to me. I have been ordered to keep your rallies off the streets.
No, you must listen to me. The people in this city are in dire need of your assistance.
Following Darwin, we're staying in Assassin's Creed Syndicate to talk about Karl Marx. The real-life revolutionary philosopher is still portrayed as an eloquent public speaker, but he seems a bit frantic and sometimes exasperated. He's a lot less radical in-game than he actually was in real life.
Karl Marx, much like you, I am an activist of sorts.
You've got the look of a man who wants something.
Indeed. You've done more for London citizens lately than any endeavor has accomplished in a decade.
They dumbed him down a lot, and it's curious that we don't learn anything about his ideas or theories in the game. He's also just so out of place. If you go by his writings, he should be ideally opposed to the Fries. It's a bit of a disservice to the man.
You've done a great service for the workers of London. I'm confident the reforms we seek cannot be far over the horizon.
Julius Caesar, Assassin's Creed Origins.
You will each be sent for when our Congress is concluded. I wish to hear both Ptolemy's side of the story.
One of the funniest roasts of a historical character that Assassin's Creed has done, if you can call it that, is Julius Caesar's portrayal in Assassin's Creed Origins. The game takes one of the most iconic and powerful figures in history and presents him exclusively as an arrogant, self-serving dictator.
Put this into the brazier of the Pharos. She will accompany me through the city. Now, let havoc reign.
The game makes him ruthless and manipulative, completely convinced of his own divine right to rule. They totally swapped around the ideals of Brutus and Caesar too, just to make Caesar seem more evil. It just takes away from the final mission and is a pretty big waste of potential.
You too, my child.
So, what do you think? For all its historical accuracy and inaccuracies, Assassin's Creed seems to always have a strong sense of humor. Did we miss any of your favorites? Comment down below and let's have a discussion.
We seem to have that in common. Auf Wiedersehen, my friends.